All right, so what's good, Pac Fam? This your boy, Mr. Check My Resume, here to bring you the 0 day watch, 0 day expiration class. We're going to get into some setups for Friday, December the 9th. So with this class, we typically focus in on day trade potential setups for tomorrow or shorter term trades, ones that expire tomorrow. The opportunities can vary, but I do want to point out the fact that these are highly risky trades in a sense that these expire tomorrow, and that they you could essentially lose the entire investment. The volatility is really high on these type of trades, so we don't encourage newer traders or folks that are newer to the strat to really take any of the trades that we may find here. We really want to focus in on the learning and understanding the process and the thinking behind how we come up with our setups. And so that'll help you understand, like, hey, yeah, day trading is a bit risky, but if you take a process to understanding how to execute, then you can do that on a consistent basis. Like Brown's, what he said, we don't want to make no donations to the market makers. Yeah, we don't want to put nothing in the collection plate. We say that for Sunday. So again, just for anybody who doesn't know, these are contracts, 0 day expirations. They expire tomorrow. So highly volatile. So high risk, high reward kind of situation. We think, we believe with the process that we use that this really mitigates a lot of that risk. And we feel, when you do come up with the opportunity, you can feel confident in that opportunity based on the process that we're using. So again, well, not again, but one of the things, or one of the big things that I like to talk about with these 0 days is that I'm looking for continuation type of setups overall. So I'm looking for things that are already moving in a direction, and I'm essentially taking a TTO. And I'm basically looking for like a TTO or an opportunity to get on this moving train that's already claimed its direction and already said which way it's going, versus me trying to catch something that's like a true reversal, where I'm saying I'm taking something that's been going in an opposite direction, and now I'm looking to take the reversal back to the other way on a Friday 0 day. No, I like that concept overall, but not in that short amount of time. I don't like that kind of setup. So I like continuation plays. I like things that are already in a trend, in a direction, and I'm just taking a trade that's continuing in that direction. I don't like a lot of conflict, and I don't like to take opportunities that are just below broad information. So there just has to be a certain level of conviction if I do that. And so those are some of just kind of like the basic things that I kind of think about. Now, in terms of the setups that I look for these types of trades, I'm looking for 4-hour entries and maybe the day, but I'm looking at 4-hour entries, most likely inside. So I'm looking for 2-1-2s, 3-1-2s kind of thing. And then also we will look at the day if need be. And so, understanding that thinking, we can then, instead of having to go through and just randomly look through stocks, you can put a scan together based on the setup that you're looking for, with the understanding that you're looking for things that are already moving in for us, that are already chosen a direction. And that kind of helps you kind of filter down and look at only, or at least kind of, give, I guess the right word is like, pay more attention or give it increased like kind of value, I guess is the right word. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I think it just becomes more appealing that way if those things line up. So another possible way, and a lot of times what I tell people is when they're first starting out and they don't understand or just have knowledge of the different holdings within each of the sectors, it's really good to use the Analyze tab on TOS to kind of look through that and start to find 1 or 2 stocks within those sectors that that essentially you can start off with understanding and then start to grow your knowledge base within that sector. And so that's a way that you can do that and, you know, kind of help yourself. But we oftentimes tell the new traders to kind of grow their understanding of the different holdings within these sectors. We think that's a big piece to that. So then, you know, you may not have to rely on a scan, or you could say, you know what, I don't want to take the time to looking through every stock through all these sectors, maybe just scan, and then I know what I'm looking for. Like, oh, I want to find something in this sector because I know this sector is strong, you know, or if it's a short play, you know, I want to find something, oh, this sector is weak. I want to find something to the downside in this sector. You kind of have some directional insight into what, you know, what you're looking for versus you just blanketly scanning for random, you know, setups. And then, you know, kind of like hoping and wishing that it goes in that direction. So, you know, those are just some key insights that we try to take. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to get into the scan, get my microphone hooked up here. We're going to get into the scan and we're going to take a look at some tickers and see what setups are there for us to potentially take advantage of for tomorrow. I've been out all week for the most part, so I'll be excited to take part in some trades tomorrow. So we'll see what we've got tonight and then hop into it. And yeah, that's what we'll do. So, getting the screen together, my fault, y'all. So while I'm doing this, we're gonna see what the scanner's showing us today. Been a traveling week for me, so I haven't seen too much charts. So let's see what we got. All right, so looking at an inside 4-hour scan right here. Oh, and then just another note for those of you on the call, if you got tickers that you want me to look at, and I'm only asking for setups that are for tomorrow, not looking at setups for next week or long term or any of that. I may comment on it, but we're looking for setups for tomorrow. That's the whole focus. So if we can be respectful of each other's time in that way, then we'll be straight. So yeah, so let's see what we got here on the scan. And I'll give you guys a few minutes to drop some tickers into the chat. And you know how I do. I'll make sure I get to all of the tickers. So let's go. All right, so looks like the day ended up pretty good today, or had a nice day in comparison to how the week has been. What we got here? Got Lee and Neo. China had its reopening, so you got like China boys showing up today. SPY looks like it's moved up and just went flat. So you got Lee. Let me actually set my time frames together, but looks like here. Wow, day, week. All right, so we're gonna take a look here at 4-hour. Inside 4 on Lee. It's like you got a potential move up tomorrow. Could be continuation on the day. Week's looking decent, so is the month. So yeah, looks like Lee has potential to go 212 to the upside tomorrow. You got a level of entry above 24.15. Doesn't look bad. Looks like it had a nice week last week and it's continuing this week. So yeah, looks solid. Had a huge retracement on it. So it looks like it found the broad information it liked and decided to go the opposite direction. So that looks good. Let's keep it moving here. And then in a few minutes, if I go through a couple tickers, I'll jump into the chat. We're gonna take a look at DraftKings and then TripAdvisor. All right, so we've got inside 4 hour here on DraftKings. Very clean 4 hour candle here. I had 2 up on the day today. Very nice move there. What we got here? So outside weak, outside down. You know how I feel about that. And so yeah, this one looks solid. Looks like it should continue to move to the upside. I don't know if I have all my BFs drawn on it, but it does look solid just based on what I see right here. So that looks good. I'll throw just an alert on there. Let's see what it does tomorrow. DraftKings 13. It still got a lot of conflict on it, so I'm not. Just want to see what it does tomorrow. Two. Yeah, let's keep it going. TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor's been pushing down. It's not one I'd be looking at. We did have a strong morning, so that's good. 2 up day. I almost filled the gap, not quite, or maybe it did. Trip looks okay, but there's just not enough strength to the upside for that one for me. Let's see. Fuel Cell, SQ, Roblox, Beyond Meats, Riot, QCOM, ON. Let's see. Let's take a look here at Tech. Gonna give us something tomorrow. Travel. See all them there brought information. So what we got here, 4 hours. All right. So QCOM 4 hour 212. Everybody wanted to do a reversal today. So we got 2 up on the day on QCOM. Let's see what our week looks like. We didn't do much this week. Got a fail 2 down. After the outside week. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all know how I feel about that. Let's see. So I'm gonna draw this broad information here. I'm gonna draw it there. And what do you know? Perfect hit. Now, got an opportunity with QCOM right here. Let's see. I'm gonna set an alert for it. See, 212 bullish continuation on the 4 hour above 122.25. Let's do this. It looks right for continuation potentially. But the week setting up for a nice 322 back to the upside next week. Kind of what I'm seeing. That looks solid. Let's see. We're gonna jump into the chat here and see what we got. Let's see. All right, cool. Who is this with HD? Tell me what you're seeing. Is this Chuck? Take a look at HD, my brother. Oh, I like that. Screen jumping off the screen at me. Okay. All right. So HD, the inside 4-hour setup looks clean. We had to hit off that weekly broad information. What was that yesterday? Wednesday and yesterday. Shoot. 2 up on the day today. No wick. Strong. Looks like it wanted to make its way up to the next broad information. That looks like price about 330 and some change. That's a $6 move almost, or more than $6 move. So, okay. May or may not do all of that today, but hey, it's not like it's out the realm of possibility. That ain't but a couple percent on HD. So, 4-hour looks solid. Did I put an alert on it? No. Got a hammer closing out the day. Got a 2-1-2 on the 4-hour here. Level for entry would be above 324.49. Oh shoot. I had to pull out the bat signal real quick. All right. Yeah, so we got HD currently inside this week. Looks like we had to push down after the 3 up, hit that broad information, as we know. Now hit a low, now it's getting bought back up. So HD looks like it's setting up good for next week as well to go retest that broad information level. But we're at a point right now where it could actually test it tomorrow if we have a good solid day. So keep HD on the watch, especially for a strong morning move. This one has potential to do something juicy tomorrow. Looking good. Starbucks, man, Starbucks is beautiful. We like that one. So Starbucks doing as expected. Been tearing it up recently. Inside week. For those of you that did get in down at the bottom, y'all are winning right now. Inside week, we're at this broad information level. So, you know, you got to expect there to be something to happen there. There's going to be some kind of reaction to price. So I don't know if I like taking an entry right there. However, I wouldn't say that it's like bearish or anything, but like that's just not a great spot to take an entry because you're right below these broad information. And it's not just one, it's multiple ones. And so, yeah. Starbucks still bullish though. Sheesh. But before a 0 day, I just, you know, and it may have the strength just to blow through it because, I mean, Starbucks is a strong Friday performer, but just looking at it from like a cautious perspective, You've got that entry right below that broadening formation, or all three of those. Yeah, you never know right there. So you just want to take entries on things that have the probability. But looking at it overall, it's going to eventually get through them. I don't want to bet on it being tomorrow in that short window of time. I would want to give myself the opportunity, just in case it did get rejected again right there, that I would have time for it to eventually get through, because that's what I believe will happen in time. But I don't want to make a guess on that being tomorrow. And that's what it would have to do for us to make money. So good trade overall. I think the timing of the entry may be a little, it's one of those things, like if you just believe it, then you take it if you got some additional information. But just fundamentally speaking, you really want to stay away from taking those entries at the broadening formations, because we talk about there being orders and volume correlated with those broadening formations. So we obviously don't know if they're buying or selling, but we know that there's a reaction to price at the broadening formations. And so it could be just chop, it could just chop, what I mean? It may not go down, it could just chop. And so understanding that, if you got the tolerance for that, then, it's all good, but just got to make you aware. J&J. I like J&J. J&J's right up on top of this quarterly BF, fighting with this weekly. Okay, I think it's got some potential. Look at this. What is this? Double inside days. Boom, boom, boom. So you got some nice magnitude there. So you got double inside days. What is this? Outside day? Oh. Ooh. So yeah, this one looks solid as well. I'd be wanting to take a look at this one. Let's throw some alerts on here real quick. Like, is that a 212? Yeah, it's a 212. $177.33. And then a double inside day break. Looking clean. All right. Let's keep it moving. J&J. NVIDIA, XOM. NVIDIA gone, man. This thing gone. NVIDIA gone, man. Thing gone. What we tell y'all about them chippers? What we tell y'all about them chippers through the end of the year? Them chippers gonna be strong. This wasn't nothing but a little corrective activity, and chip was strong as hell, boy.
Do you think it's too close to the broadening formation now to play it for a 0 day?
Yeah, it's not even giving us an entry. She's enforced. So my recommendation would be, if you wanted to play it, if you're trying to play it to the upside, you got about $3, $4, $5 maybe, if it takes to the upper broadening formation, plus 6. Yeah, so if you did, you would just need to wait till intraday for that thing to open and look for a TTO on the smaller time frame. So you would just be looking for an intraday entry though. So Yeah, probably, if you're trying to do early morning, 5, 15, 10, something, you don't have to be in the smaller time frames if you want to take an entry. Or if you wanted to wait, to after that first candle burn through, because that
Right.
thing volatile. But yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, I think like just overall though, at that range, you just gotta be looking for a scalp or something, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Thank
think
you,
it's going there though.
my man.
That thing gone. Say, damn. Okay, so then we got XOM. That thing, that thing got so many red candles right now, it make you think just like abandon ship, right? That's what they want. Now, XOM for tomorrow, if you're talking about shorting it, probably like the only like logical thing I would think of right now is a short. So yeah, that was like a what the hell? Hold on. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you got the rev back to the downside below 103.71. And we got that monthly broadening formation at around $99. Y'all know how my thesis is running. I want this thing to come back down some more. But I mean, I think even if it came to 100, I don't know. I think it might try to push down to the next one below that, like 93. But we'll see what happens. I would like for there to be another, like a nice sizable retracement before the year ends. But anyway, I'm rambling now. But yeah, the 2-2 down below that 103.71 would be your entry. As far as tomorrow levels, I have to go and look at some of these micros, but maybe yesterday's low at that 102.37. I'm not sure if you'll get the full move down to 100, but obviously that's a big psychological level. But yeah, that's the entry I see on XOM, but it's bearish right now. You should be looking for I'll be looking for a discount because that's the next sector rotation is energy. So we're just waiting on the bat signal. When I throw that bat signal out there, all aboard. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna throw out the train conductor gift or something. Get on, let's go. But yeah. So the XOM is bearish. Hopefully it pushes down some more. Want to get some good discounts going into Q1. Want to flip. Want to make some sizable flips. Now this bad boy right here looking like a monster. Now, strong day to day on what is this thing? But Boot Alliance gave us a fail 2 down. Looks like fail 2 down right into a broadening formation or 2 broadening formation. It's a month and a week right there. So what we did, we caught fail 2 down action, and now price is pushing back up off that reversal off the BF there. So that has given us a couple opportunities. First off, I'll talk about the 4-hour here, but the day looks good as well. So first off, on the 4-hour, we got the Chicago setup, 312 here. That's above 40.91. I had it right. Chicago. $40.91. And then the day is 212 to the upside. Level for entry is 40.97. All right, so WBA on the fail 2 down. Where that boy Dame at? There's got to be a Dame approved fail 2 down. If Dame say it look legit, then it's legit on that fail 2 down. That's 2 down Dame. What that boy Kingsley be saying, 2 down Dame. Fell too down, dang. But anyway, moving on. DraftKings. We did look at this one a minute ago. We saw the setup on that DraftKings. Not bad. It's just got conflict. Similar deal with Roblox. Fell 2 up on the week, looks like. Feel like it don't know what it want to do with its life at this price level. We do have the Chicago entry here. Roblox is one of those that can go crazy when it does decide it wants to move. But we had this, what we have yesterday. Today, I should say. We had the outside day today. No wick, strong. I think you get 2 up continuation tomorrow on DraftKings. I'm sorry, on Roblox. You got the Chicago set up though. That's the entry. But you need to draw the BS on it to make sure you're good. But it looks good on this 312 above 3196. That looks like a good entry right off the point of control. You just gotta make sure your BS on there because I don't have all of mine drawn on it. But there is conflict. So with the macros and the micros. Next one we're gonna look at is Nike. Nike is in force. It is moving to the upside. There is no visible entry on these time frames that I'm looking at right now, but it looks very strong. So you just need to, when there's no visible entry, you have to basically wait till intraday till we get an open and take an intraday entry then. If you're, if you feel convicted about it. Otherwise, there's no real logical reason. There's no real like actionable signals. So just want to call that out. But that Nike looks strong though. Continuity looks good as well. It's strong. What do we got here? MO. Excuse me. So MO. 2 up on the week. Rejected 212 back up off the TTO. So now we're gonna make our way back up. Yeah, looking for 2-0 continuation tomorrow. I feel like that one's gonna continue up tomorrow. No reason for it not to. We got the Chicago, we got the hammer on the 4-hour. MO looks good. I wonder if there's people at the party though. But we're a week away from expirations. Six. Okay. MO, that's a pack favorite. We like that one. Jay, let's take a look at power. So looks like we had the retracement, 2 down push on the week, inside month. Just trading sideways right now. Yeah, it's trading sideways right now.
All the way up. Oh, I don't think you can get up there. It's fine.
This price is in that range. Or if not, wanting to go tighter. I don't know. I want to leave it alone. Yeah, I think my thought here is to leave it alone.
Like, oh my God.
Let it be.
Oh my God.
The leg is just trading. It's just consolidating. It's not picking a direction right now. I just let it do what it do. see what else we got here. We got catch up, 2 up. We're looking for a continuation on the day tomorrow. It just might have a little work to do to get there. Strong moves, 2 up on the week. Looks good. Looks real good. 2 up on the month. Had the inside afternoon session, but strong day
Oh,
overall.
that's fuck. I don't know what it is, but I'm cold.
It's chilly here.
So yeah, so you got K8C. Check it for people at the party. Typically, it does it for non-standard weeks. But check it out. It could have something. But yeah, I'm expected 2 up on a day tomorrow. Can't really project the timing because we had this pull down in the afternoon. So we'll have to see where we open. But I'm looking for a 2 up on the day tomorrow for that one. We looked at LI. That one looks solid for tomorrow as well. It's like, the reopening, done well for China last 2 weeks. So yeah, looks like that one again. We'll go 2 up again on the day. 2 on the 4 hour above 24.15. That should be some barbecue chicken right there. Let's see. Let's go take a look at XLR. You got Caterpillar on here. Let's see what the cat looking like. All right. All right. So it's like cat got rejected off the weekly broadening formations. Came made a new low. It's ready to hammer back up to the upside. So we had a TTO right here on the 4 hour. Okay. We're looking for entry back up above 231.15. We got a lot of conflict though. Not sure I want to focus in on that one. If there's other ones that may have a little better continuity to it, and I think it's going to keep pushing up overall. But again, like I was mentioning earlier, having these broadening formations in the way. And so if you look at, hold on, let's go take a look at it. See, we're actually on top of the broadening formation. So that does change my perspective though. Being above the broadening formation makes a big deal to me.
So your resume, do you mind if I ask a quick question? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So as you can see, when you change your time frame, it changes the location of the broadening formation. So in this situation, which time frame would you go with? What you're seeing on the 4 hour?
Oh, you see what I just did? Yeah, you see what I just did?
Yeah.
I went to the lower time frame.
Correct. Yes.
So verify. Yeah. So I went to the 15, the 5, the micros ain't gonna lie. The 4 hour, the 4 hour has magnitude in it, so it could look warped. So could the day, so could the week, and so on. So if you get that kind of conflict and what you're seeing on the screen, I just go to the micro time frames.
Gotcha.
There is a setting, I forget. Somebody told me how to fix it to where it doesn't do that, but I forgot the step-by-step process to get there.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what I do. I just go check the smaller time frame.
Gotcha. Okay, because I've seen that happen, and I'll go to the 1 hour, and then the broadening formation on 1 hour would look different on the 4 hour, and I'm like, damn, it's a BF right above his head. I shouldn't have gotten in it, but yeah. So I bet appreciate that resume. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Good question. So the idea is this price act, these broadening formation. This broadening formation is actually under here, where this reversal happened.
Gotcha.
That's what. And that's what this one reflects. So that's the glitch right there on this 4 hour. So that does change it. It gives it a little bit more of oomph in terms of if you were to take this entry above this 231.15, you're not facing the broadening formation that you're bumping your head against. You've got open space up here. So that does change your conviction level, I would think, if you're considering it. It's like, all right, I'm not gonna be right above a BF. I actually got some room to move if it does move. So Caterpillar went a little tick higher in my thought process. Still some conflict, but yeah, not bad, not bad. What we got here? Uber is going down. So yeah, Uber's gonna take a dive tomorrow. 212 below that 26.44 would be your entry on the 4 hour. And if you wanted to wait on the daily trigger, your daily trigger would be at 26.28 below that. And you've got a couple levels. You could take the first magnitude at like 26.02 if you wanted to play conservative. But there should be some other magnitudes and targets along the way. But yeah, I see this one maybe pushing out a little bit more. Not sure how far it's want to go. It may try to go take out I guess it's the low of the week at 26.02. So that may be an immediate level if it does decide to break to the downside. But continuity is telling me it's going down. So then we got Saba ranks. We got Saba ranks. A lot of BFs on that one, huh? So Saba ranks outside week. It didn't really do too much, just kind of popped up these last couple of days. We had a strong move up to the upside today, outside day as well. We had to close inside in the afternoon session. I would be inclined to think that this thing is going to continue to move up tomorrow, get another 2-up day potentially. So your entry would be above 39.20, and you would get a nice continued move to the upside tomorrow. I don't have all of the broadening formations drawn, so I would recommend you draw them if this is something you're considering. But contracts are not the most price friendly for 0 days. But again, you need to check out the people at the party. Let's see. Let's see. Hey man, y'all killing me in the chat. Oh y'all, wow. I'm behind on the chat. Y'all killing it. Hey, so 2 up on the day here. What's this? ON, one of my boys. ON. Yeah, this thing here. So yeah, we got a fail 2 down off the quarterly broadening formation. Looking like we're gonna go back and try to test the other side of the range. That looks solid. 212 on the 4 hour to the upside. 72.68 would be an entry to the upside. I think tech showing strength tomorrow. I think we're gonna get some relative strength out of that sector tomorrow. So I think this correlates. So we'll see what happens, but I think there's a probability with NVIDIA and some of the others looking strong as well. Looks like NVIDIA's leading though. Extra chicken soup. They had a chicken soup and busting. Yeah, so that looks good on ON. Nice rev strat off the quarterly broadening formation. Nice. That looks good. Let's see here. Yeah, we already looked at WBA. Yeah, we did. Let's see. TGT Luca on the floor. Let's take a look. What we got? 2 1 2 1 3 2 1 3 1 2. What we got here? Okay, so 21312. Pimpin' limping, came back inside, hit a low, it's trying to push back up a tad. Yeah, we got the upside Luca here above 155.03, which I think is potentially possible. The downside entry would be above be below 153.80. So you're about 40 cents away from trigger. And you're about 80 cents away from the trigger to the upside. No, 40 cents from trigger to the downside and about 80 cents from trigger to the upside. TGT looks interesting right here. I don't know if it's ready to go just yet tomorrow. It's like it's in a consolidation range right here. That's what I see. It's at a low level in terms of the broadening formation there. So there's potential for it to move tomorrow, but I'm not seeing enough to give me the strongest conviction. The Luca, though, is telling me like there's consolidation happening. So anyway, you can mark the levels I gave you and then keep it on watch and just kind of set the alerts for it. I don't know if it's ready yet. It might be, though. The continuity and everything being out of whack, take a little easy layup. Got Google. Goose, that looks like a clear 212 to the downside. Short entry would be below 93.55. That give you continuation on the day, below 93.45. All signs point to this one pushing down more. All right. Look like y'all done hit y'all max. Let me see what we got here. In the chat, some stuff we might not have seen. Let's take a look at NVAX. So nice inside week. It's been consolidating for some days. NVAX looks good though. It's at an interesting level. It's definitely at a buy level. Shit. I'd be more inclined to get shares right there, to be honest with you. But it looks like it's consolidating. The setup looks fire, but I just see like more volume coming in at this level. I don't know if it's ready to cook yet, but it's gonna cook. So maybe you do set the alert just to see, like, hey, if it does, continuity looks to be pretty decent. So, I mean, it looks good. I don't have anything negative to say. Excuse me. It just seems as though it still needs to cook a little more. So let me see what else is in here. Oh, Baba. Baba's in force. Baba's going up tomorrow, 2 up. End of story. If you're not in it, I'm just messing. But if you're not in it, I would be looking for a intraday entry. Depending on what your strategy is and what your goals are for trading it tomorrow. If you're looking for a scalp opportunity, I think they'll be there. As well as an opportunity to catch like a TTL intraday move as well. So I think I think this was strong and it's going to be strong for a little while. So yeah, I see this one as a good one. Baba, I know I've seen a lot of people in the pack, or people in the pack, I should say, that have been playing it. So that's what's up. What's the minimum volume in open interest on the contracts that would keep me from taking a trade? I mean, I guess I could look at it from depending on what my goals are. I think for me, the minimum, because it's two things. I think about it from like the group standpoint as well as from like my personal. So like from my personal standpoint, depends on what I'm trying to buy and the premiums and stuff like that. So like if it's something that's like super cheap premiums, I want to see like thousands of contracts on them, because cheaper contracts should mean more people are buying them. Like there's a higher volume of them out there. But I think for me, it's like if I'm trying to buy like 100 contracts or something like that, then what I'm buying, I want it to be like 5 or 10% of what's available. Like I don't want my contracts to be an issue at all. So if it's like only a few hundred in there, depending on what the price is and what the stock is, because there's some stocks that inherently do not have a lot of open interest, but they will pay well on the contracts. You just got to know what you're looking for. That's kind of one of my thoughts around that. But yeah, there isn't like a set number per se. But I can tell you though, like even with the alerts with the pack, I think for me, I understand the volume increases, especially for the 0 days. But I'm looking for like couple thousand a lot of times, depending on the stock. It all depends on the stock though. I mean, like 800 on certain stocks may seem like 10,000 on another, because they may typically only have 100 or 200. Because some tickers, especially if they're dividend stocks, people are buying options really just to exercise contracts so they can get in at a cheaper price or get shares at a cheaper rate. So that's kind of like the motivation behind it. So it's a little nuance to it, understanding what stock it is, the sector, is it a dividend stock versus just growth? Because the growth ones is a little different. But like dividend stocks, a lot of times it's not heavily traded. So in terms of like day trades like Apple and Tesla and stuff like that. Let's see. XPEV. Jay, let's take a look. XPEV looking solid. Now that we're looking at where the BF's place, I had to make sure it was where it really was. XPEV similar to Lee, looks like it wants to push up tomorrow. Actually, it does look stronger than Lee. However, Lee doesn't have that broad information right there, I don't believe. So that's the trade-off with those two. And I think NEO was another one that was on the list that I saw. So this one has a little bit of conflict, so you just want to be careful. But I mean, this one, NEO, LI, they all have these similar looking setup. XPEV looks the strongest. So we'll see. But yeah, those all look solid overall. So we'll see how far it runs. But I think with the China opening, that's going to help those companies for a good little bit. So yeah, so that's that. I don't think I see any other tickers in the chat. Let me go back here to the scan list, make sure I didn't overlook anything, or if there's anything that I like to play that I didn't see. But yeah, we found some pretty decent opportunities as well, though. It wasn't like we didn't find a dud. We didn't find a lot of duds, which is good. That's a good sign. Yeah, eBay. eBay's got conflict though. Got the green 3. So there's 3, 2 down. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Boeing, Meta, Apple. Looks like Boeing trying to create a shooter on the week, shooter on the day. Boeing looks like an entry back to the downside. Looks like it's just consolidation right here. But you got a 2-2 rail back to the downside on Boeing below 178.61. And you got a BF around 169.50. Good stuff. I can see that playing out tomorrow. Apple. Oh yeah, no problem, Miss Rome. Happy to help. Happy to help. Get some rest. We catch y'all in the morning. Catch you in the morning. We're gonna wrap it up here in a second. Just want to take a look and see if there's anything I might have missed. Excuse me. I don't have my water with me. Apple's hella red, a lot of conflict. Don't let it do this thing. Let it figure out its life. What we got? Damn, we got a lot of tickers on here. I didn't miss that. So, take a look at one more ticker, then we can wrap it up, y'all. We'll get y'all up out of here. It's 7:34 local time. It's 10:34 for my East Coast family. Y'all need some rest for in the morning because, you know, get a little tired, man, making that money. So last one I'm gonna look at is SPY. So looking at SPY, we had a nice 2 down week so far, right to the Broadner formation. But, you know, come to find out, looks like it's just a fail 2 down, to be honest. Like we pushed down a good chunk because of like the price action we had to come back through to get to the 2 down level. But we came 2 down right into majors. Look at that. Where we going now, y'all? Where we going now? Back up. So we got SPY. I don't know if you want to take 0 days on the SPY, like at the 4-hour level, but you got the entry on SPY above this 397.27. And you got to look at some logic here that it just is revving off of these major Broadner formation levels. So the expectation is that price is going to move back up. That's what you're seeing here on the day. You got the 212 sitting here. Same thing, came in contact with these BFs, shot up. Got a little exhaustion, came back down. Again, hitting these Broadner formations, coming back up. That means that's a good sign, right? So just want to leave y'all with that. But if y'all don't have any more questions or anything like that, then I'll let y'all go for the evening. Mo, let's see what this is. ISCC. You talking about LSCC? Yeah. I mean, this one looks bullish as well. There's no entries right now, but you know, it's 2 up on all these time frames. It's in force. Looks like the week tells the story though. I bet you there's some Broadner formations up in there. But yeah, that week looks fire. Boom. Out of there. That's clean. So yeah, LSCC looks strong. I don't know what, you know, there ain't really much to say on that one. That one just looks like it's going to keep going. There's a little conflict, looks like you had some retracements or some TTOs because you see a lot of wick going on, but I mean, you see where it's trending. I think here on the day, it's starting to come to a level where it's starting to plateau a little bit, but it's still trending up. Like it's still in the uptrend. It's just not as strong and violent as it was in this range right here. Early in November, that thing was going beastly. So it just kind of slowed down its upward trajectory. But yeah, LSCC looks solid. Keep going. There's no entry, so if you wanted to take something on it, you have to look intraday and find a TTO on the smaller time frame. But that ain't not the rim of our skill sets, so that ain't nothing. Ain't nothing to a giant, you know what I'm saying? But with that, man, I guess I'll leave y'all to it. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll catch y'all in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and watch this out real quick, and then I'll get this joint posted for y'all. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the morning. Peace.
Appreciate your resume. Have a good night, man. Stay safe.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Have a great night.